Hi guys, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy 25th of December to everyone. We hope that you have had the most wonderful day. We've had a gorgeous day here, really, really relaxed now that the boys are a little bit older. We've had a very, very relaxed Christmas day. How is it where you are in the world? Have you had your fill of a Christmas dinner? Are you ready to slump like we are? And have you brought a new deck to the table after Christmas presents? Let us know what you've got with you. What do you have today? What's your flavor?
So for my animal question, I'm going to be using the Witch's Familiar Runic Oracle. And for my 3 advice cards, I'm using the Simdala Tarot. So I'm going to get this out to play today.
By Ferocious Ink.
Yes, I play with this when I'm not doing anything on lives, but it's nice to be able to pull it out at Christmas.
Susanna has Rauhnächte Magical. It's a magical Lenormand deck, and I brought a different Lenormand deck to the table today. It's one that I first got probably about 8 years ago now, maybe 9 years, and it was the Artists and Readers first edition of the deck. It's been since taken on and is now in a very fancy box. The Prisma Lenormand by Alexandre Mushrook. I just love the coloring in it. The original actually is shiny foil on this as well, which is pretty cool. And for the animal, I brought the Star Tarot by Red Feather. That's one of my all-time faves as well. It's a brilliant deck to work with. Prisma by Alexandra sounds Parisian. It's a beautiful deck. It literally has, it's in French, but it has the symbol on, and that's the lilies. The colors on it are beautiful, and you get a whole array of the color. Look at the clouds. I mean, that's a glorious card with the purples and greens. So Alexandra did an amazing job with that one. My Christmas gift to myself, Rainbow Kipper. That's here. Yay. Maybe I get the Rainbow Kipper out to play too. Why not? Hi, Steffi. Hi, Susanna. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Rita. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, K-pop. We all know who that is now. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Susanna. Let's see. The Tarot Pirate in Canada. And Marion Brown, lovely to see you from Dundee. Is it cool up there today? Are you feeling that crisp air? Because we certainly are over here. So today we are on day 2 of Rauhnächte. And day 2 is tonight. So from the 25th through to the 26th in the night. If you are wanting to get your sage out or Palo Santo, whatever you use to do a bit of smoking in the house, to clear out some of that energy, but we're going to be looking at the goose today. So the animal we have today is the goose. And the goose brings a really nice question for us where we are moving into a new year. What life area needs more happiness? Make sure you pull a card for yourself, just one card. What life area needs more happiness? And if you would like a card pulled by us, make sure you pop it in the comments. Sheila says it's 70 in NC. What's 70 in real money, Jane?
Knock off 10 would be 60. Half of it would be like 30.
Oh, 30 degrees sounds beautiful. I don't even know what that feels like right? Over here.
I think that's right, isn't it? 70 bucks out is about 30.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you, Susanna. Goose, what life area needs more happiness? Pull your own card, but if you do want one from us, make sure you put it in there. Get out of here. Clouds needs more happiness. Maybe just a little bit more happiness in your clarity, or happiness in, well, you don't really want to be happiness in your clouds, or maybe the center of that storm. So, yes, clouds needs more happiness. What have you got?
I actually got Rido, and I think it's rather what I really like about getting Rido is, what area of life. It's like, well, Rido in itself is part of phrase 8, and phrase 8's mostly pertaining to self, the things that you actually go push and grow yourself and things. So it's really kind of telling me within that where I'll be happy. I need to start making plans to travel. I need to start making arrangements. I actually need to get out there and see more of that world as we all become insular. 2025 has been a wild year. We haven't had much chance to travel. So yeah, travel.
Magical. I got the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, to me, is a really logical card. But it also, I identify with the Queen of Swords when I am working on projects that I really want to do. So, having the authority to actually work on something I want to do rather than doing tasks that I don't want to do. So maybe a little bit more structure will bring me a little bit more happiness. Say nothing. Say nothing. Merry Christmas, Stella. Hope you're having an amazing day. So let's see what everybody got. So Susanna Sana, what life area needs more happiness? I'll use the tarot, see what comes up in that. What life area needs more happiness for Susanna Sana? The Nine of Wands. It's a very similar in the aspects of that negative card, but still the Nine of Wands gives us that little bit more information that where you've got to so far versus where you're going to, that resilience to just keep on keeping on. Maybe you need to pat yourself on the back for that a little bit more and find the happiness in the chaos of the clouds. Find the happiness in that Nine of Wands. You've gone a long way, Susanna. Don't let the clouds get you down in 2026. Whenever those clouds are around, make sure you are the center of that storm and that you are riding it with a smile on your face too. That would have been difficult to say for 2025. Just put a smile on your face, it'll be fine. Grit your teeth, hold on tight. But 2026 is going to be much kinder to us all, I believe. Shannon has the whip. So there is some discord in your life in 2025, and that conflict card of the whip, needing more happiness in those areas. Perhaps you're somebody that doesn't do conflict that well, and maybe it affects you more in 2025 than it really should do. So similar to Susanna, move into that 2026 knowing that even though conflict is there, you can still be whole within that. You can still be happy within that. Allow the conflict to happen and you stay that core happy person. Okay. See if anyone... Vicky Albin's away from home. If you want to do a card for Vicky.
What we on the first one?
Same question. Can you remember the question? In what life area do I need more happiness? Rita got strength. So really, you know, strength is a card again of resilience, but it's more than that. It's bigger than that. It's happiness within strength. Happiness to, maybe you are the center of your family, for example, you're the one that's keeping everybody going, or that you will just need to find happiness in those moments where you need to exert yourself or need to put yourself on top in a situation.
So Vicky, I got Yera for you, which life area you needed more happiness. Now, if you think about Yera, and it's that kind of, it's them cycles and it's that effort that you're putting through, that harvest, you know, things coming to fruition. So it's about things really, and as well, Yera is Heimdall's 8, which is about others. And, you know, with that, I would look at it as like, you know, what can you come to fruition, things coming to fruition with regards to other people or other things external to you, actually getting things going and working for you in a good way. That's where you need more happiness.
Susanna got Page of Wands. A more carefree look in life, a more go with the wind kind of happiness than anything that's structured. Maybe the ability to be a little bit more spontaneous.
I'll always look at that Page of Wands as well. The Page of Wands being, you know, it's quite creative, it's quite light-hearted and playful, but there's a little bit more of a sense of adventure with the Page of Wands. So it's kind of like, you know, have a bit of fun. There's a little bit of banter involved in that way. Do you know what I mean? Just have a little bit more freedom and fun within yourself and let yourself actually dare to imagine and do.
Yannicka got the Hermit. Beautiful card to find happiness in, happiness within, looking within for that happiness, be a lot happier with self and where we've come to, that deep introspection.
What you've mastered, think about that, all them things that you've actually, you know, attained within your lifetime thus far. They're real things, they're real accomplishments. Every little thing's a victory. So it's, you know, seeing those and knocking them all up and feeling empowered and acknowledging that and having that happiness, you know, despite you not believing it within yourself, because clearly with the Hermit there, in what area it shows that you know, you maybe don't.
Absolutely. And Charlotte got the Magician, and that's a beautiful card for happiness. It's a very measured card. It's a card that is, to me, extremely focused and extremely able to put things into motion. So to create that motion of the Chariot, for example, we need a bit of magician energy within there, rather than seeing things around you as tasks that are requiring your skill set. Maybe see it as more as a little bit of magic that you're creating. What would you say?
For Charlotte?
Yes.
I think with the Magician, you know, when you look at the Magician and just how resourceful he has everything, every single thing at his disposal, he can create and he can actually, you know, really shift and change. And when you look at that as an area for happiness, you know, actually, I would look at that not only as your adaptability within yourself, but your ability to actually find solutions and still be creative no matter what's happening around you within that. So actually really, yeah, you know, be happy with the ideas that you can kind of come up with to fix solutions when unexpected things pop arise.
Patrick says, absolutely incredible. And the best part, I don't have to cook dinner. We made it as simple as possible today. And we were done. Our chicken was done in 2.5 hours.
We actually, Christmas dinner's like a military operation with the timings of things all getting.
We bossed the adult role today. We bossed that role. And we did the Christmas presents early, which for a Gemini is very, very difficult. I came kicking and screaming into early presents being done, all the shopping being done before Christmas Eve. So yeah, we adulted hard.
We did.
The past few days. Okay. Let me see here. I got the 10 of Swords. Well, if you think about it, the 10 of Swords is a card of completion. It's a card of, it wouldn't surprise me if I got that this year, for example, an extremely painful year I have had this year, and trying to find happiness within that, rather than trying to shed anything you felt this year. It's more about being comfortable within it. What would you say?
Well, I think for me, the 10 of Swords really reminds me with regards to Oma and Kurt. Now, Kurt really does look at, it's about kind of the cycles of things, endings and beginnings, lives and deaths, and the cycles and transitions in between. And it really, you know, for that 10 of Swords is to find more happiness. It's about kind of, you know, having that perspective of things and not sugarcoating the pain that's felt, but not allowing that to block you from feeling any kind of pleasures either. And sometimes, you know, the simplest of things in the darkest of times is the brightest of lights to you. So it's actually, I would say with that 10 of Swords, where do you need more happiness is actually, you know, knowing that you're overcoming things, and as things end, there's more things open up, and there's new ways and transitions of being from that. So be open-hearted for what is to come and not cling on to the pain of what's been lost too. I'm getting all profound tonight.
You are? What's going on?
I don't even know.
I'm looking at this screen again. We're going to have to move the computer.
I'm looking down at my phone. If anybody see me glancing, I'm getting my phone up with the comments.
We need to get me some new glasses. I need to go to the opticians. Okay. Okay, I'm looking down now.
There's a lot of comments.
That's why I'm spending this live just looking down the comments. Okay, so when you are reading, you can either pull one card from one deck for your animal message, followed by 3 cards from another deck for your month of February we're doing tonight. Or you can pull them all at once, as long as you set your intention that you are pulling 1 card for a specific question, then 3 cards for the month of February. As long as the intention's there. Charlotte pulled and got algae.
Well, that's beautiful and all, because it's offering, you know, that protection. You've got that refuge in there, but it also shows that there's opportunities coming. You know, there's opportunities with that. So you need to find happiness in the opportunities that present too, and see everything within that as, you know, everything is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to learn something. It's an opportunity to grow and to actually understand that actually what's meant for you will never go by you in that sense.
Susanna Sanna's done a good post in World Divination, putting all the Rauhnächte nights down so that she can edit it and actually just put in the cards for the month so you don't lose them. That was a smart move, Susanna. Especially how hard it is to find them afterwards. We are now doing 3 cards for the month of February, a prediction of 3 cards for the month of February. This Prisma Lenormand super to Ruffle Shuffle. Ruffle Shuffle. It's got a new name now. Ruffle Shuffle. I'm not actually moving lots tonight because I've got sciatica in my left butt cheek. So I've got the heat pad on my bottom as we speak. Okay, my February, let's see.
I've got jumpers. I won't keep it.
I don't want that one.
I don't want that one.
Brenda's putting them in a journal. Magical. Do you know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to look back through all my videos to find out when it gets to each month. Coffin, Park and Bear. Well, Coffin, starts... I can't remember. What did you get for January with Coffin at the beginning there? It's an interesting one. Was your... Oh, no, yours wasn't. I'm trying to think what yours was, Susanna. With Garden and Bear, obviously, they're beautiful cards together and speak of spending time with other people in February. The Coffin could relate to the end of January, for example, and whatever card you got last yesterday could be of interest. Go on then.
So I got Page of Cups, Four of Cups. It goes downhill from here. The Tower. Well, I say downhill. Remember, yesterday's was a magnificent month. Well, January.
You got the Tower. Was that the jumper as well?
No, that was Five of Pentacles.
I
I'm not acknowledging that one. So what I see is, from January was going on that great month. I had Daggers and Feiyu and all those amazing things. So coming into February, there's some message that I'm actually communicating in a more kind of emotional way rather than a very logical way. I would say I'm in some aspect that I could be getting a message in. But with the Four of Cups, there's a real element of me feeling really bored, can't be bothered as I'm going throughout the month. But Tower's coming along to really shake it up at the end for me. So shaking up anything that I'm not really feeling, I'm not vibing. So, or there could be a message that I'm not vibing that really kind of rocks me in some way.
Well, the interesting thing is yours starts out well and turns to shit. Mine starts with shit and turns out all right.
Well, I don't think in its essence, so with that Four of Cups in the middle, I don't actually look at the Tower as a bad thing because, you look at the Four of Cups and it is very stagnant. You can't really be arsed, it's just that, give over. No, I'm not bothered, you're not entertaining of much. And that Tower really, does shake it up. So it's maybe going to get me moving again.
Well, I start the month of February off with whips and dog in the mix. Could be long-standing arguments, could be arguments with a friend, for example, some kind of discord with other people. We seem to see eye to eye by the end of the month with the star in there and finding a direction with friends. So it's not something that is the all and everything of life, but it does start with some uncomfortable conversations, probably with people. Right, so let's have a look what everybody has here. Oh, God, Steffi. She starts with Thurizad and then Algies and Naughties.
Oh. Well, you're asserting yourself in some capacity. Yeah. There's some real, putting your foot down within that. With regards to the Thurizad, don't shy away from conflict within that month. It doesn't look like you are with Algies. I would suggest that there's some things that really develop really quickly within the month. So rippling off of the conflict or the agitation felt from Thurizad, it's really moving forward for you. From that, what was the last one after Algies? Naughties. So you really, it's about doing what's necessary. It's about getting those things done that's needed, and anything other than that, I don't suppose.
She's coming here in February.
Oh, Steffi,
don't you bring that attitude over here.
Yeah, don't give me Four of Cups and Tower. It's like, I can't be bothered with that, eh? We're going to shake things up.
Oh, hell no. I'm going to close this guest house down if Steffi's bringing Thurizad. I didn't
realise that there. Yes. Wow, Steffi, yes. You're bringing Tower with you.
I've got whip and dog, it's Steffi.
Like, whoa.
Don't you bring any attitude with you to Northern Ireland, girl. Don't you dare. Yes.
We see this. Everyone's seen this.
Yes.
It's been warned, prophesized
Yes.
even.
When you see photos of us and Steffi smiling in February, you know that we've all had the daggers out in the back. You better bring some good chocolate with you now. I want 2 fresh breadsel, please, as well. Thank you. Rita's got amazing cards, heart bear ring. And I saw another good one that looked beautiful. Yannicka, I believe. Yeah, heart, clover, and lilies. That's a beautiful month. It really is.
I want Yannicka's month.
I want Yannicka's year. She had a good January as well, I think.
She's all right.
Susanna Gentrini, look at yours. See, you've got the difficult January and then you move into Sun, Crossroads, and Lily. Beautiful cards. It's an upturn in February. Take it. Charlotte got the Queen of Wands, the Hangman, and Justice. They're an interesting combo. You've got 2 majors in February. And that Queen of Wands,
she's very
presumably facing into the Hangman and Justice, sitting facing to the right as well. That's very much looking and observing, and with the Justice card, making sure everything's right in every way. What would you say?
Well, I would say with the Queen of Wands, Hangman, and Justice, it's actually like having that confidence, you know, because the Queen of Wands is very dynamic. So you look at that in its essence, and that real, like, you know, that confidence in it with the fire, and actually really kind of looking at, you know, what I would say, what you're willing to sacrifice or what you're not when it comes to Justice in that sense with regards to the Hangman, but also seeing things in a different perspective, maybe having the confidence to actually look at things differently, to actually be able to really apply justice in that sense. So if there's something with regards to yourself, for example, that's acting unfairly, it's about being able to see the perspective and then changing that and actually creating that balance. But fundamentally, you know, with Justice ending that run of the month, it shows that things actually, wrongs are being righted with that one.
And in your favor with it having
ones
the Queen of Wands
looking in for some time as well. You know, that Hangman's, you know, it's very stationary, it doesn't really move.
Let's see. If you would like a read from us for February, pop your name down. I'm going to have a look what other people got here. I saw a really nice one. Cheryl, you got the 4 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and 3 of Cups. Doesn't that sound that, you know, that's what I want when Steffi's coming. 4 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and 3 of Cups. That's what we want, Steffi. And what we're actually getting is the Whip, Dog, and Star.
And Tower.
Yes.
But she's got through this, as she's going to come.
She's going to come
She's
wielding
going to come swinging that hammer.
Yes.
Walking through the door.
Yes.
It's like,
it's like by the power of Grayskull as she comes in.
Yes.
For our British watchers.
So we got any other questions for them? Is anybody wanting them?
I haven't got that far down.
You're still on this Steffi's February and the link with ours.
Everybody seems to be happy. They don't seem to want to read from us for this one, so we're
quite happy there.
Quite happy with that.
Yes. It looks like you're all catching the gist of it, and it's all, you know, like I say, wait till this last day when we've finished it, and you're going to see what 12 months you've got. And as the year progresses, you're really going to be able to see. I understand that now. It's wild when it happens. It's great.
And you can put all these sentences together, and you've got an interpretation for the full year.
Yeah. Think of them as little paragraphs.
And we'll all watch them as we should do one for the world as well, rather than what cray is going on in the world. Maybe next year we do the world as well.
the world around us. What's going to happen? World events.
Exactly.
Well, Rauhnächte world events.
Yes.
Why not?
That's next year's idea. Right, we'll get off. Have a lovely evening, everybody. I made Flump jump then with my loud noise. I'll go rest my butt cheek, and we will see you tomorrow at 7. Have a lovely night, everyone. Bye.